All right, what's up, you guys? I'm Paige. This is the Untitled Athlete podcast. Today I'm here with Olivia Williams, who's a junior here at Charlotte Softball. We're going to get to know her a little bit more, get to know her story. All right, first question I have for you. Tell me about the most pressure you've ever felt in a game and what happened. I should have briefed you on this question because
Oh, most pressure?
this is a deep one.
Definitely be freshman year.
Okay.
It was either we were playing it was FAU actually.
Okay.
I went in to pinch hit. I don't know what inning, but there was runners on, and I was facing an All-American.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And, as a freshman, I was like, oh. But I actually succeeded, did really well.
There you go.
I feel like that built my confidence, like, from then on when I was pinch hitting, and I was kind of
That's
like,
great.
got this. But, yeah.
That's sick. Do you remember the pitcher's name or?
I think it was Trinity Slaughterbeck.
Okay, and she fished for
from
FAU. That's
yeah.
pretty cool, though.
But I felt like that helped just give me some more confidence, like pitch hitting, because I feel like
Yeah.
I always felt a lot of pressure when I pinch hit my freshman year.
That is true. I had the same situation where I was a pinch hitter, and it's the same. Like it feels like the world's on your shoulders.
Yeah, I feel like there's nothing worse than pinch hitting. That's a lot
And
of
then
pressure.
BP, you get like 5 swings to warm up because you're the pinch hitter. Yeah.
You only get like 5 swings to warm up, and you
And
don't
then
know
you're
when they're calling your name.
expected.
7th inning, could be 3rd. Yeah.
No, that's really cool. I didn't know that. Talk me through your mindset, like pregame. Like, do you have any positive self-talk, or like, what's your routine like going into a pregame?
So I'll hit with Jake before the game, like before we like have team hit.
Okay.
I'll hit with Jake, and that's where if I need to fill out any like mechanical stuff, I'll fill out some mechanical stuff.
Okay.
But as soon as we go to like team hit, I'm just swinging at that point. And if something's wrong, we're just gonna have to go with it that day. I like to simplify. I don't like to think a lot.
Okay.
Just keep things simple.
Yeah, it's the best way.
Yeah, the best way.
Best way. Do you like to watch film at all on
Yes,
the? You do.
I do like to watch film.
Okay.
I'll watch film on pitchers.
Okay.
Just to see like what they throw. I'm big on like just knowing if it's like upspin or downspin,
Yeah.
and like kind of like how much it's breaking. That's it.
Yeah.
Really.
Simple.
But,
Simple. I like.
I don't
that.
like looking at like if they have like sequences and like go-tos, but
Yeah.
or I'll look at the like heat map to see where to throw.
Okay.
Most of their stuff.
Yeah, I was kind of the same way too.
Yeah.
Where if I knew too much, like my brain would go like.
Yeah, I don't
okay,
want to
what
go
if-
there guessing.
Yeah.
So like I just know like
Yeah.
adjust and like I'll roll with it.
Yeah, I think that's super important too because you can kind of get into that like spiral of like, okay, is she gonna throw me the drop here or the rise here?
Yeah.
You know, so I like that. Is there like a mental skill that you've worked on that doesn't really get talked about enough about hitting?
I feel like freshman year I worked on a lot of like my breathing.
Okay.
With that, like with at the plate and in the outfield too.
Okay.
I worked on that because I feel like when I came in freshman year, the game really sped up on me a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So I just had to like learn how to like slow my mind down and like just slow down and like be one pitch at a time.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That was something that we learned too, and I learned very late in college, where like your breath means so much, and it like really releases the tension, and so it's
Big advocate for box breathing.
Yeah.
Love the box breathe.
yes, yeah. Okay, what's your routine when you get into the box to hit? Do you have like something that you have to do every time, or is it just very simple?
I'm really big on beating the pitcher to the mound.
Okay.
So like I beat them in the box before they get on the mound, so I have enough time.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm ready. Now you gotta get ready.
Yeah,
You know?
that's a good point to make because
Yeah.
I always felt like when I was hitting, I would get quick pitched a lot,
Yeah.
and I never knew how to like figure that out.
Yeah.
You know, but I think that's a really good point for sure.
Yeah.
This is different. So, 2 truths and a slide. You gotta, and this is sponsored by Prep.
Okay.
We're gonna have you share 2 true softball moments that happened to you, and then one has to be completely made up. And then I have to guess which one's true and which one's false.
I robbed a home run this weekend.
Okay.
I hit it in the park home run in my collegiate career.
Okay. I got one more.
And I played infield in my college career.
I'm going to go with the infield.
Yeah, that's all I can think. Wait, technically? Wait.
No.
Oh, wait. Technically, wait. Are we going to count it?
Technically, no. Does catching count as infield?
Wait, no, that's a question right there.
No, because there's like pitcher, catcher, infield.
Okay, we can go with that. Then.
Yeah.
We can go with that.
Maybe.
That got me.
Also, you're a very good catcher. Like the train, like, talk to me through that, because I know, like, that's a transition that you made even last year too,
Yeah.
where you're a center fielder, right? And but also caught a little bit in high school.
I would like catch if they needed somebody to catch.
Okay. But catching in college, like, that's a whole different ball game. So talk me, and you crushed it. Like, I remember watching games and, like, obviously, like, training a little bit, and it was like you were so athletic. And I think that, like, to me, in my opinion, when you played different positions, like, that just makes you a better catcher in general. So talk me through a little bit of, like, what you were feeling in that moment, like, catching in those games.
I felt like it was kind of laid back for me because it was like, this isn't my position. So it's like, if stuff happens, like, I can't put too much pressure on myself. So I feel like that helped a lot. I was just back there catching ball, basically. That's all I was thinking. I was like, catch it, make the pitcher look good, do your job.
A little nerve-wracking.
It was. The first game I caught was Auburn.
Okay.
Clearwater. So that was a lot. But
was Brooke pitching at that in that game?
I caught Avery the first time.
Okay.
I usually caught Avery and Brooke.
Okay.
But
no, that's crazy.
I did learn a lot from like catching and seeing the game from like that position.
Yeah.
Which really helped.
Yeah, that is true. That's some people say that if you catch, you can be a better hitter because you kind of learn the pitches but you know, that
was also the thing. Like when I would catch, I would hit really well.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I was the opposite. When I caught, I would hit really bad. So I don't know what it was. And going into that, let's show you hit a home run against Radford. And do you remember what pitch it was when you hit this home run? I mean, obviously we'll kind of see.
Yeah, I had 2 strikes on me.
Okay, talk me through like your mindset, like what was going on, what at bats did you have prior to this at bat, and like what were you thinking going into this?
So we faced, I had 2 ABs against their first pitcher who was a rise ball, like just a spinning girl, like rise, and she threw like low 60s, and then I had my first AB against her, and I'm pretty sure I struck out.
Okay.
And so the mindset there was, she was drop ball, so I was a little bit too much under it. It wasn't dropping that much. I learned that during that AB. So then I was actually talking to London before my last AB, and London was like, it's not really dropping much, so like just go up there and just take a swing. Like you don't really have to change your barrel angle or anything.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. Got 2 strikes on me. Went into a 2-strike approach.
Okay.
Just fouling stuff off. And then I got that pitch and.
Yeah. I mean, your swing is crazy too, because that's more of a lower pitch, like you're saying, a little bit more over the middle, but still, like, being able to extend through that ball, like, that's why I always say you're such a good hitter, because it's, like, always so short to contact. So I always like to kind of highlight that. And do you, like, how important is it to have that trust in your teammates to, like, learn from their at-bats and, like, they're telling you things like stay off the drop ball, hit the rise, stuff like that. Like, that has to be pretty important for you.
It is.
Right?
Me and London usually talk a lot, and because her mindset and my mindset are typically like somewhere similar.
Yeah.
So I'll learn from her ABs, but they mostly throw me and London kind of the same thing. But I was just seeing it, and she told me to slide up in the box, catch it before it dropped a little bit.
Yeah, crushed it.
Yeah. So honestly, as London says, that home run was on her. So I owe it to London.
There you go. I love it. Did you pimp it at all or no?
No.
Okay.
So actually, I had a triple that game.
Did you pimp the triple?
No, but I jogged out the box, and Jake told me if I did that again, he was going to get mad. So that ball, I actually sprinted right out of the box until it went over the fence.
There you go. I saw you do what's the celly here? What's that?
It's called the scuba. I didn't find that out till a couple of days ago, but everybody's been doing it.
I love it. No, that's awesome. Again, I just like to talk more about like your mindset too, because hitting's not easy, especially at the level that you're at. So letting the audience kind of learn more about what you're thinking, and it teaches other people too. So I appreciate you talking about that. We're gonna switch into some teammate questions. Okay.
Right.
So I want to know who picks you up on the team when the energy might be a little bit low. Like, who is that person? Who's that hype person on the team?
I'll probably have to go London.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I love it. That's crazy because I feel like London's so calm. You know?
She is.
So, like...
She's very calm, but me and London have been, since I've been playing with her since freshman year, we've kind of built that bond, especially playing against her in right field.
Yeah.
She kind of knows. I kind of know with her too. But
Yeah.
I'll say I'd have to go with London.
Okay. I love that. I love that. Who on the team keeps things calm when there's like a heightened situation or like maybe a heightened game?
I'll probably have to say I'll probably go with Jenna.
Jenna?
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. Do you have a best friend on the team?
I'm gonna have to go Audrey.
Audrey?
I've played with
Okay.
Audrey since travel ball. So I've
Okay.
known Audrey since I was like 14.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
grew
Yeah,
up.
that's what she was telling me a
Yeah.
little bit. That's pretty cool. That has to be like a different feel, like playing travel ball and now you're playing college
it
ball.
is.
That's like
It
kind of
is.
like a surreal
Yeah.
experience. That's pretty cool. Okay, who? So we see the celebration after games, right? When you win a game, you all do the gritty
Yeah.
in the circle. Who has the best gritty right now on the team? If you were to choose somebody, I saw Brooke do the gritty.
Brooks is pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I'll give it to Brooks.
I saw
Brooks-
Jake. Jake did one.
Jake did it. We can work with Jake. a
Yeah.
little bit. It was his first time. He's a little camera shy, so we'll work with
alright.
Jake. But
That's
I'm gonna have to
okay.
go with Brooke.
Okay.
Brooks
yeah.
got pretty good gritty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. All right, switching it up a little bit. I have just a couple more questions for you. And this is kind of like just questions about your story and like what you've been through on the softball field too. I always like to ask people like what their why is in the sport that they play, and I just think that shows a lot of your story and like kind of what you've gone through. So do you ever do you have a why? Like why do you play softball?
I feel like I kind of could think of a couple of reasons, but I feel like now, like at this college level, it's more of like a safe space. Like you go out there, you don't have to think about anything, especially like playing
Yeah.
as a kid. Like you don't really think about things. You're just playing ball, and then you kind of pick up life
Yeah.
after the game's over and stuff.
Yeah.
But also, I have to say, my dad got me into ball. I have an older brother and a younger brother, and
Okay.
they both played college ball. But growing up with them, we were all like 2 years apart, so we always played together. Because I
Okay,
played
that's pretty
baseball.
cool.
I played baseball until I was 10.
That's cool.
So I didn't
That's pretty
I didn't
cool.
pick up a softball until about 10
I
or
didn't know
11.
that.
Yeah.
What the heck? What was that transition like going from? Because that's pretty. I mean, 10 years old is pretty old
Yeah.
to transition. So
Yeah.
how was that? That's pretty. That's awesome.
It was a hard transition from the like hitting aspect of things. Like
yeah.
I had to learn how to be like shorter with my swing, not so long. But
Yeah.
I feel like the fielding stuff was pretty similar. But
Yeah.
I was like, you can like tell because we have a freshman here, Chloe, who played baseball, and I could tell like as soon as she came in that she played baseball.
Yeah.
Because there's just a different vibe.
Yes.
With like
yes.
people who play baseball and switch over, and like people who play softball, like you can tell there's like a different vibe.
Yeah.
And, like mechanically, there's different things too.
Yeah, yeah, I can. Yeah, I see that a little bit in your swing, where it's such a good swing. It reminds me a little bit of a baseball swing, and that's
Yeah.
why it's so good. It's so cool to see, too. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
did.
That's so cool. Okay, what's one piece of advice you'd give your younger self about handling pressure in game situations?
That's a good question. Just that like I'm always like prepared for the moment. And, like there's
Yeah.
no reason to like not feel prepared, and like you can get the job done. 'Cause-
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true. I mean, again, in being in the level that you're playing too, it's like you're gonna have experiences everywhere, and like you're gonna have those pressure situations, and then you're gonna have great games, and it's just building your character too, and like always trusting yourself. And again, like when you're out on the field, you're always composed. So like it's awesome to see too.
Thank you.
Okay, last question. If there is one word to kind of summarize your team right now, what would that word be?
One word.
Only one word. And I heard that the team motto is "Dirty, Filthy Ballers."
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's
Okay,
the
it
team
can't
motto.
be
So
that.
like I'm gonna have to go with like grit or something.
Grit. Okay.
Yeah, grit
I like that.
goes along with dirty, filthy ballers.
No, I love it. That's all I have for today.
Perfect.
Thank you so much for sharing your story, and I know the audience and the fans will love it too. So I just appreciate you just sharing everything and having fun with it too.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Of course. All right. Crushed it. Let's go.